Hi friends, today we're going to talk about the light blue egg. But before we do that, let's do a little reviewing. On the first egg, Jesus came into town on Palm Sunday and everyone was waving their palm branches, saying Hosanna. And what did Jesus ride into town on? A donkey. Day 2, Judas was a pretender and he agreed to capture Jesus for this. Do you remember what it is? 30 silver coins. On day 3, Jesus had a special dinner with his disciples. And during the meal, Jesus stood up and held out do you remember what he held out? He held out a cup and gave everyone a drink. And he said, the wine in the cup is his blood. It was a symbol. Day 4, Jesus went to the garden and did something that all of us should be doing. We all can do this every day, anywhere, any room in your house, at school, in bed, in the car. What was Jesus doing? Do you remember? He was praying to God. He was praying to God. And while he was praying, the soldiers came and captured him. And remember what they did to his body? They made him bleed a little bit. And they made him, you remember what they did? They whipped him. Yeah. Day 6, remember day 6? Peter said, I'll never, ever deny you. I'll never deny you. But Jesus knew he would. Jesus said, when this crows 2 times, you have denied me 3 times. Do you remember what had to crow? Is it a crow? Is that what you call it? A rooster. The rooster. Once the rooster does his cock-a-doodle-doo 2 times, Peter had already denied him, which he was sad about. Day 7, they took these branches and they made him into a circle, into a crown. And they took it and they put it on his head. Do you remember what was on these branches? Do you remember? They're painful. They hurt. Crown of thorns. Remember, these hurt. Like roses have thorns on them. And you put it on your head and made Jesus bleed. Egg number 8. This is what they nailed Jesus to. You use your brain and think, what did they nail Jesus to? Was it a box? No. Was it a circle? No. It was a cross. See, these are representation of the nails. The nails are much larger, but this is the cross that Jesus was nailed onto. And you know what, friends? We know that Jesus could have stopped this at any time. He could have stopped getting the whip. He could have stopped the thorn of crowns. But he didn't stop it because he loves you and me and all of us. Well, Jesus died on the cross. He died there. And when the soldiers came up to see if he had passed away, they wanted to make sure. So they stabbed him with a spear. Well, we're on to this one right here, the light blue egg. The light blue egg, let's see. After Jesus died, a man named Joseph asked if he could bury him. This was a very brave and loving thing for Joseph to do. Remember, can you remember back in the story? The men who killed Jesus did not believe he was the Son of God. They didn't believe it. We know it, but they didn't believe it. But Joseph, he believed. He believed that he was the Son of God, and he wanted Jesus to have a proper burial. Joseph knew that this might get him in a little bit of trouble with the soldiers, but he was brave. Oh, he was so brave, and he asked for permission anyways. Joseph wrapped the body of Jesus in a cloth and buried him in a tomb cut out of a rock, kind of like a shallow cave. Joseph then went away very sad. He was sad. Like some of us, maybe you've had someone in your family who's passed away, and even if you know they're in heaven, you're sad because you miss them. You miss them. But Jesus, he was very sad because Jesus was dead, and he wondered what was going to happen next. Do some of you know what's going to happen next? Do some of your friends out there know what's going to happen in a couple days? What's going to happen next? All right, what do you think is inside this egg? Do you think it's a flower? Do you think it's a rock? What do you see? Let's look. It's a white cloth. Look at that. It's a little white cloth. Friends, this part of the story The Bible story can be found in the book of Matthew, chapter 27, verses 57 through 60. Now, I'm going to read this part that's right out of the Bible. When it was evening, there came a rich man named Joseph, who was also a disciple of Jesus. He went to Pilate, and he asked for the body of Jesus. When Pilate ordered it to be given to him, Joseph took the body and wrapped it in a clean linen cloth and laid it in his own tomb, which he had cut out from the rock. And then he rolled a great stone in the entrance of the tomb and went away. All right, friends, so we have 2 more eggs. Tomorrow we're going to talk about the pink egg, and then we get to do the white egg. Friends, have a super day.